BOC out with results, turnover up only 4%, meanwhile earnings down by about 20%. What were the reasons behind that?
Thank you very much, Fenly, and thank you also for the observation on BOC. It's one of the major industrial counters, and we have been banking significantly on such counters to be able to perform well. But as they observed, the cost of inputs has really risen, things like energy, infrastructure and such, which it seems to have eaten significantly into their bottom line.
Well, the company's operating cost has also increased rather high compared to last year. Where should the company be cutting down on input costs?
Well, most of the industries we were anticipating would be resilient, especially in terms of government spending, which has been favoring infrastructure performance. But we are looking at some of the counters like now BOC. Most of the operating costs seem to be still high, mainly, I guess, because of we do not see a lot of things like laying off of redundant staff, as well as some of these other cost-cutting measures that would really have been necessary for them to remain profitable in such an economy.
Has there been any tangible progress in terms of the merger with Carbacid?
Well, the merger with Carbacid is currently still at the tribunal level. It is yet to be resolved, which is actually becoming a major concern and a major issue, especially because of the shareholders who cannot be able to participate in terms of trading of the share. Even the impact of such announcements are not being felt in terms of price discovery, mainly because the counter has been suspended for well over a year now.
And if the merger does happen, how exactly will it affect BOC Kenya?
Well, if the merger goes through, we'll have a lot of benefits for BOC as well as Carbacid, mainly because of economies of scale that will come from consolidating their business, and also in terms of cost cutting, in the sense that they'll not now stop really working at competing towards looking at symbiotic as well as synergistic relationship.
And how exactly are BOC Tanzania and BOC Uganda faring against BOC Kenya?
Well, BOC Kenya, being one of the biggest, has been mainly a market leader in that range. But with what has been happening, especially in Kenya, things like the electricity failure, as well as the costs that have been going up in terms of inflation, we might see Uganda and Tanzania competing a bit more better, performing even better than BOC Kenya.
Now let's take a look at the bourse. How bullish are you about the bourse?
In the short run, at the moment, I'm a bit bearish, mainly because we are seeing a lot of selling, especially among the retail investors. Retail investors at the moment, being holiday season, as well as obligations that come in the period of September to December, have been selling at an alarming rate, actually very concerning. But over the long run, I'm hoping that the stock market is going to start rising, especially once we see tangible measures being done to ensure that the economy is going to be supported.